Alright, people, welcome back. I'm a few minutes late actually to start streaming. I was literally grinding levels up until the very last minute. I've been spending all of my available time trying to get these characters to not suck. So, and especially trying to get her, the newcomer to the party, to having caught up with everyone else. As you can see from my save last night, I gained 6 levels on those other characters, or 5 in some cases, and she got 10. So she's catching up very slowly, but it's gonna take a few other hours, of grind, methinks, before everything is sort of leveled between all of them. But anyway, initially I had thought that I might focus my efforts tonight on side questy things, because I thought that chapter 8 was the final one, but it turns out that there is chapter 9 after this one. I just looked up before starting streaming a list of all the different chapters without reading the walkthrough because I don't want to spoil myself anything. And it turns out there is another chapter after this one, so we're not quite there yet, it seems. Maybe by the end of this weekend we'll be done, but tonight, at the very least, I would like to get through chapter 8. If you can get that done, that will be mightily impressive. So what I've been doing today is purely and simply flying around the map a little bit. I decided to land in the desert because the level of the enemies there seemed appropriate for my grinding, so that the enemies would give me a decent amount of experience, and they started dropping decent weapons that served as replacements for my current ones as well. So that way I also have an upgrade to my armor and weapons, and sub-weapons as well. For most of them anyway. I think they all pretty much got a replacement by now. That's slightly better than what they had before, and they have leveled up to boot, so that means they are all round more powerful than they were yesterday. And also what I've been doing is I have registered all of the quests that I could find in different parts of the world, in different towns, etc. So that I had a sort of an outlook at what I was looking at, I guess, to as a extension to my the population of my kingdom. And I've got a few quests registered for extra people to add to my kingdom. I also completed like 2 or 3 of them, I think. One that I already had underway, but which required the flying machine, which I did not have yesterday. And 2 more that simply were requiring me to give them items that I already had in my possession. I just realized that something is not showing up here. Well, that's a shame. Which one is it? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. My bot client is not logged in for my chat. Yeah, alright. How am I gonna proceed? I'm gonna close that window. I can still see the chat, but I like to have both options open at the same time. One that shows me the correct emotes, and another one that allows me to sort of monitor extra things that I can't see otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, I'm mostly done with my explanations, I guess, of everything that I've been doing off stream. I've not actually been playing for too many hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours, I'd say, because I had other things to do today. Life is life. There's an update for this thing, but never mind, I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Alright then, let's get to work. What am I doing? Yeah, there's fast travel there. I would very much like to be at a point in the game after this where I have already registered everyone I need for my kingdom. And then maybe tomorrow we can start focusing on that aspect of things. In order to maybe be done with the game by Sunday. That will leave me an entire week for Zelda, which I think should be sufficient. I don't think it's that long of a Zelda game. Is that the pirate's base? Ah, no, I know what that is. Been there already. Is it here that I'm supposed to land? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it will say 17 hours extra compared to yesterday, but you know the drill by now. It's just the game has been running in the background and my kingdom running and me anytime I got the chance, except when I was sleeping, of course. Like, waking up the Nintendo Switch and just collecting money. I am over 3 million King's Guilder now, I think. Is it that way? So if we put the Mark of Kings just here... Tidy! Kingsway, here we come. I am the true king of Ding Dong Bell. Yes, guys. It's mostly mice that now. The cat people have been driven away? Or what? This was a location in the first game, but I can't recall. Was that the final place in the game?
Wow.
So this is Ding Dong Dell, huh? It's like something out of a picture book. Yeah. Don't be hasty. Ding Dong Dell, the Cat King's castle. That was the location in the first one by the looks of it. Although I don't remember it. It has different appearances in different games, they say here. Okay. So I guess it's not the exact same place. Perhaps. It feels different from when I was last here.
Well,
The town appears peaceful, and yet one cannot help but notice a distinct lack of Grimalkin? I never know how to pronounce these weird words. They've all jumped ship and set sail for safer shores, I shouldn't wonder.
No.
Unlikely, Mausinger has had the citizenry under close scrutiny ever since the coup. If they didn't get away fast, they didn't get away at all. They're in jail. I heard they'd all been moved to some kind of underground slum somewhere, although I don't know much more than that.
Blimey.
That sounds miserable. Well,
Alright.
maybe the cats have been keeping the rats and mice in the sewers all this time. As an underground slum. If there are no Grimalkin left to speak with, we shall have to see what the mice and rats have to tell us. Only if you and Roland will agree not to remove your hoods. You are both too well known here for comfort. Okay, it's not exactly the world's best disguise, but I guess it'll have to do for now.
Oi!
Hey, less of you are complaining. It was the best we could rustle up at short notice. She looks like Alice, who I have lined up to be recruited in my party. I thought she had a unique design, but I guess not. I guess her hair is a slightly different color, huh? Yeah, fine. Fair enough. I still think it's the same character model, though. It's kind of cheap, if you ask me.
Oh, yes.
Now let me see, if I'm not very much mistaken, that outfit means you're a wizard in training, and if you're anything like the other trainee wizards I know, you've probably got quite the appetite. Fortunately, Ding Dong Dell has got plenty to offer a hungry youngster. If I were you, I'd go for an om nom nomelette from the boutique. Where have I heard that? Om nom nomelette. I think it was something you can cook in Star Ocean the Second Story, which I played not that long ago. I think there was an item in there that was called that. Or do I have that mistaken with another JRPG I've been playing? I don't know. I have in mind that it was one where you could cook. And it was a recommended stuff for you to cook that could restore your health and magic at the same time, or something along those lines. Because it was cheap to make, and restored more than the items you could buy at item shops, I suppose. My granny said that when she was a little girl, the Grimalkin used to treat the mice really badly. I don't understand. Why can't everybody be friends? I guess I could check weapon shops and the like, if there are any, but I'm not expecting to find anything of particular value. I'm expecting everything that I already have to be better than what they have for sale. Okay, so go straight.
Welcome!
Welcome to the Quartermaster store. You've made a fine choice in coming here, young man. I'd say you have a bright future ahead of you, making clever decisions like that. Yeah, everything's worse. Pardon me.
Let's see if we have what you're looking for. Please come again!
You don't have what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
King Mausinger's policies are putting Mousekind first at last. They've given us all a real boost. I suspect the Grimalkin aren't too happy about it at all, but still. They've had their time in the sun, and we've all suffered enough. I think it's only fair that the tables are turned. It's amazing to think how different things might be now if King let's say Leonard, it's easier, hadn't fallen ill and passed away when he did. He was poisoned, right? Hello there.
Yeah.
Life here in Ding Dong Dell has changed beyond recognition since King Mousinger took over. I mean, King Leonard always said he was committed to equality, but I never really trusted him. You wouldn't either if you'd seen the way the Grimalkin used to treat us mice. Now we're finally getting what we deserve, and it's all King Mousinger's doing. He's our hero. They sure like him. I can't remember what part of the game, what part of the original game Ding Dong Dell was. Was that like early on? I can sort of remember a really fat cat being king in the original game, but it feels like that was so long ago. I think that must have released in the first 2 or 3 years of the Nintendo Switch. I may have played that in 2020, maybe? When did it release? I think I remember that I did not start playing it until a little while after it came out. I did not have all that much money to spend on games at the time, so I probably didn't get it when it launched. I highly doubt it. Can I see the Cat King? Cat King. No. Kuni. Yeah. Tom Tildrum the 14th. Yeah. I think it's the first town you visit in the game, pretty much. It's one of the first places in the other world that Oliver visits with Drippy. It is at the town's item shop where Oliver changes into his traveler's clothes, as his normal ones were deemed goofy. Ah, yeah. Ding Dong Well, which has recently gained a mice problem by the time Oliver arrives. Yeah, alright. Maybe Ding Dong Well... How about the old well? Maybe that's what it is. Actually.
Huh?
What's that you say? Life under King Mousinger? Well, I don't know what it's like for humans or Grimalkin, but for a mouse like me, things are completely different nowadays. I mean, when I was younger, we were picked on all the time. My mother told me I should never trust a Grimalkin or even become friends with one. I think that's what all mouse mothers told their children back then. Still, I don't hold a grudge against King Leonard or anything. That's all in the past now. It's time to move on. You all seem to like it.
If I may be so bold.
It certainly seems that Mousinger's rule is no unwelcome thing for the majority of mouse kind. For all of them, you mean? And why would it be? They're finally getting preferential treatment after all these years. So let me see if I've got this straight. It used to be the mice and rats who were discriminated against, but now the tables have turned, and the Grimalkin are on the receiving end? It seems so, yes.
Aye.
Tit for tat, eh? Folks ain't never so different as they're the same. I never knew that things were so hard for mousekind. I knew nothing about my people, nothing at all, and to think I called myself their king. Oh, Evan. I'd like to hear what the Grimalkin have to say for themselves, but there aren't exactly many around to ask. Well now, look at this gang of idlers. If you're not busy, you can give me a hand. Come here, will you? I'm not holding the controller right, because I'm holding my drink at the same time. What exactly is it you need our help with?
Oh.
So you were listening, were you? That must mean you're keen to help. How lovely of you. Oh, well, don't be shy now. Here you go. Sardine sandwich. What's this? Why, it's one of my favorite sardine sandwiches, of course. I need you to deliver it to a Gramelkin called Shadow. Ooh, Shadow. A black cat? Fitting name for a black cat, wouldn't you say? There was, well, an incident, shall we say. He's probably hiding somewhere, poor lad, but he won't have gone far. He's a cat fellow, black. Figures, with a long tail. You can't miss it. He's always waggling it about the place. He's paid already, so you just need to give him the package. Flip, Mun. What are we, errand boys?
Yeah.
Whatever you are, deliver the goods and come back here, and I'll see that you are rewarded. How does that sound? Something tells me we don't have much choice. Alright, we'll go and find Shadow for you. Ain't so many catfolk about, eh? We'll soon spot him, I'm sure. What's that, eh? What's up, Diggs? Where am I supposed to go? Where is he? Down that way? I guess he's hiding, eh? Well, that's certainly a long black tail. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to be Shadow by any chance, would you?
Ah!
Meow? I wasn't doing anything, I promise. Have mercy on an honest Gramelkin.
Howdy do.
No need to panic, pal. We're just the sardine sandwich delivery boys, ain't it?
Whoa!
Sandwich? For me?
Yes.
Well, we heard you already paid for it, so... Yes, Crumbles asked us to give it to you.
Oh.
Well, I thought those awful soldiers had caught up with me.
Thanks.
Thanks ever so much. You handed over the sardine sandwich. I wanted to ask you something. How are things for Gramelkin and Ding Dong Dell these days? Visitors from abroad, eh? We don't see many of you lot lately, what with the borders being closed down and everything. Hey, Monica, it's been a while. How's it going tonight? Me, I'm doing fine, thank you. Things have been more than a little rough for we catfolk ever since Mousinger took over. Why, I was only out buying a sardine sandwich and those soldiers started looking at me askance. Is that how you spell that? I had no choice but to run, really. So you came and hid here without even taking what you'd bought with you?
Yeah.
Of course I did. We'd been chased out of our homes, driven into the slums. They've even posted soldiers at the sewer entrance to watch our comings and goings. We only risk coming out for food, but it's not worth getting nobbled for.
Golly.
That's why there are no Gramelkin in town anymore.
Oh.
What I really wanted was some nice fresh fish, but one of these sandwiches is the next best thing, I suppose. Anyway, I can't stand around here talking to you. Those soldiers could be along any minute. You have a fever again, so not so good? Oh, that sucks. Don't know what the hell is up with my immune system lately, but it sucks. Well, I guess the weather has been very changing lately, hasn't it? I don't know for you guys, but it's gotten a lot colder lately. Also, I just got my copy of this game for Switch today. Well, that's good. Good news then. You can look forward to playing it maybe at some point. Yeah, I would say it's a good fit for portable play, this one, probably. I found out actually that the game, if you leave the game running in the Nintendo Switch in sleep mode, your kingdom is still like working in the background and will be generating income and like stuff that you can collect, like items and such that your kingdom produces. If you come back to it and wake up your Nintendo Switch every now and then, you can collect the stuff that your citizens have been producing for you. So I find that this is a very good fit for Nintendo Switch, actually. Yeah, I assume that if you were playing it on PC, you can't do that, really, because if you turn off the game, well, the game is not running anymore, is it? So yeah, I've been finding that very, very interesting and very useful. But it is very grindy, though. Anyway, I can't stand around here talking to you. Those soldiers could be along any minute. That's what he's saying, obviously.
Goodbye.
Not saying that to you. Nice to meet you. Perhaps I'll see you some other time. Goodbye.
Crikey!
Suppose we'd better get back and see old Crumbles, eh? Wah, 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 wah. Well, yeah, do take care of yourself, Monica, if you're feeling feverish. I think I may be coming down with a sore throat too. I mean, something's not quite right back there.
Welcome.
I'm happy about this for Switch. Welcome back, my lovelies. Well, did you carry out my little errand? Well, it's been very grindy. There's a lot to do that has nothing to do with the main story. Expanding your kingdom is very time-consuming. Like, generating money so that you can expand, buy the new little houses, finding the different citizens in order to expand it so that you can level up your kingdom and continue growing it. It's a lot of work. It is fun, but this has kept me very busy off stream. Grinding is sadly a must for this, yes. Because you have to grind for your kingdom, you have to grind for the levels for your characters, you have to grind for your higgledies, although that's not really true, I suppose. To level them up, you have to feed them items which your kingdom produces, so leveling them up is a byproduct of growing your kingdom, so I guess that doesn't really count. But you have to level up your troops so that you can... your forces, your army, so to speak, so that you can take on the skirmishes that the game forces on you in order to progress the story. So, yeah. It's a lot of work. But it's been fun. Other than that. I still think that overall I prefer the original game for its simplicity, comparatively speaking. I think I prefer it a little bit simpler. A bit more straightforward. Even though the original is not that straightforward, but more so than this one, anyway. That's my verdict, I would say, after playing it a lot more. Welcome back, my lovelies. Well, did you carry out my little errand? We found Shadow and gave him a sandwich. Oh, wasn't that just lovely of you? Ever so sorry to impose upon you like that. No, I said I'd give you a little reward, didn't I? Well, here you go. You obtained the sardine sandwich.
What?
You're kidding, ain't you? We just delivered one of these. You won't be complaining once you've had a bite, my dear. My sardine sandwiches are the best in the land. They'll be back for more before long, you'll see.
Oh,
Poor, the cheek of it! So the Gramelkin are all living in an underground slum, and there are guards posted at the entrance. Shadow said it was in the old sewers, didn't he? And if he made it out, there must be a way down there that the guards aren't watching.
Blimey.
Imagine being trapped down there like that. It must be like being in prison. We cannot risk being spotted by the guards. If we are to visit the slums, we must make our way there undetected.
All right.
Come on. Let me guess, it's down the old well. Yeah, figures. In the original game in Ding Dong Dell, the cats are living above ground and the rats are living in the sewers. In the well. In Ding Dong Well. So I figure now the rules are reversed because the rats have taken over. Although the town doesn't look exactly the same, I guess. But I mean, it is supposed to be the same kingdom, I guess. No? I'm not really sure how they relate to one another. Danger. Entry prohibited due to monster infestation. Tani looks really tiny compared to how I remember her. But she's a kid. I don't think she's supposed to be older than Evan. The old well. Does Ding Dong Well in the original game look like that? I can't recall. Poor, it smells musty as anything down there.
Oh.
I suppose it stands to reason this part of the sewer has been untended for decades. Okay. Yeah, so I've not really been playing 217 hours, right? It's the game running in the background and ticking the clock, even when I'm not playing. Well, I guess they're too weak for me, so they won't attack, huh? That's cool. But there's no more water.
Crikey!
Crikey! It's been crawling with monsters down by here, and you're telling me this is something because I couldn't read. Okay, time to whip out the guide, huh? Oh yeah, you sent me a picture. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's the same packaging as mine. Doesn't look any different. Okay, so this is the old well in Ding Dong Dell. Where is it in the guide? Wait, what? It's not in the guide? Ah, no, never mind. There it is. A blossom wheat, maybe? That's it? Blossom wheat. Do I have some? Yeah, excellent. You try offering up a sheaf of blossom wheat. Well done, traveler. This is what I mean. That's the greatest offering that I have ever seen. Well, you weren't kidding when you said that sometimes their hints are very cryptic. There have been times when I was just trying things at random because I couldn't really figure out what he meant. I've been using the guide since because I don't want to have to think too hard. I haven't explored down that way. Money. Okay, this one's a dead end. I also bought Rune Factory 5 a week ago. I think I saw you playing that, yeah, actually. Your name popping up on the screen. I'm opening up Nino Kuni 2 for now, to just get it started. Ah, okay. Stream tunnels. Gloomy Sword of Size. Is it any good? It is actually good. Huh. What do you know? What should I do? Give the glimmering radiant blade to Roland? I like to split the best stuff between the two that can use them. Alright, I guess he'll be the one using this one now. It's not cursed, is it? No. Okay. Because this one is. The Blighted Giant's Tooth. Curse reduces damage dealt a fair bit. Yeah. You can remove the curse on it, but the facility that is needed to remove the curse on it needs to be leveled up first, and I am stuck at the moment because I need to level up my kingdom before I can level up that facility so that I can finally remove the curse on that sword. The prerequisite is that the kingdom has to be level 3. It is large indeed. We must be careful to conserve our energy. Easy enough to do. They are not attacking me at all. There's a statue of the Cat King in the original game. I think it is. He looks like him anyway.
Huh?
What's this?
Oh.
I think it must be a statue of one of my ancestors. Ah. These braziers. Something tells me they're important. Why don't we try lighting them?
Hey.
You remember the kindled spell I taught you back at the factory, right? Yeah, there are some ties to the story of the first game, and some references, but it's very much designed to be played by itself, I guess, without having necessarily played the original. The number 15 is carved into the base of the brazier. Cast kindle on it. Okay, fine! The number 15 is carved into the base of the brazier. What, is 15 carved in the base of all of them? Okay. I guess I have to light them. Okay.
Oh.
So the braziers really were important. The place might not look the exact same, but essentially the world is the same, so there will be similarities. Yeah. I think the numbers carved into them must relate to how long they stay lit for, so we'll need to try and light them all before the time runs out.
Huh.
Okay, when they come up next, I might not have so much time. Whoever came up with this was quite a trickster, could almost have been Zip himself. King Tom statue. Yeah. Well, you've been playing the original not that long ago, have you? So I guess this is all still very familiar to you. For me, it's been a few years, so... Hey. Stop it. Ah, come on! It's unfair that they can chain you like this. But I guess some of them will be of a high enough level that they will notice me, huh? Japanese VA is pretty nice, to be honest. In this case, it's mostly for the sake of the stream, because otherwise I wouldn't mind treating, but it's for the comfort of being able to listen to the stream without necessarily having to read. That I set them in English. Otherwise, I would prefer playing with Japanese voices. But it's a good thing you have the choice anyway. That might not always be the case. Okay, fine. A tripping mammoth bow, a dark steel pounder, Oh, it's actually kinda good. Huh. No, Rudy. What are you doing? Okay. And like this. Okay. What else did they drop? Didn't drop a gun, did they? No. This one is cursed, I can't use it. I mean, I could, but it's not recommended. Okay. Okay, seems cool. Really feels off to see such creepy monsters when the characters look so different. Yeah, so I got the treasure from the end there, yeah. I don't know if I should have gone to the end of that tunnel back there or not. It does feel like this is the right way, so I should probably go back. I may have missed something. It looked like they were dropped into the wrong game. Yeah, I guess their design is not very Ghibli-esque, is it? It's not all quite so cohesive like the original, maybe. Where all the little critters have that sort of cutesy Ghibli aesthetic, I suppose. Yeah, just as I thought, I missed something. I don't know if the involvement of the Ghibli studio was just as extensive in this one as it was in the original. Maybe it wasn't quite as extensive. Maybe they just did the art for the main characters and then a different team did the monsters, I don't know. Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean. Zappy Gaudi Galoshes. Oh, they're the best ones so far. Boosts damage done by wands. Invulnerable for longer when dodging. Oh, whoa, 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 this is pretty good. Really worth it. Okay. She's a slightly lower level than everyone else, so I'll give her the second best. And then Mustache Guy can have this one since he is the third one in my party at the moment. And I guess I'll give Glass Boy here this one. Okay. And these two are cursed. Should have used the same or new models of familiars. Everyone is level 58 except her, she's level 55. She was the latest addition to my party, and when she joined, she was like 10 levels behind everyone else. She's been playing catch-up.
Here!
Don't look now, but I spy with my little eye something. Ah, I can never read! There's never enough time. Ah. What, that's a brazier? Oh, yeah. Okay. What now? When this thing is supposed to open, I guess. If I light them. One of the things I really love about Ni no Kuni was the familiars, catching them, caring for them, and morphing them. It's just pretty fun. Were you a Tamagotchi owner back in the day, Monica? I can't say that I did care that much for that aspect of the original game. It was fun, but I wouldn't say that this was like the be-all end-all of the game for me. I do kind of wish that I had been able to play the original Nintendo DS version of the game. Of the original Ni no Kuni. Because Ni no Kuni 1, the way that we played it in the West, is not really the original. It's a remake of the Nintendo DS game, which came with this thick book of spells that you had to draw on the Nintendo Switch screen. On the Nintendo DS screen, sorry. And it was a very impressive game for the Nintendo DS too. I think it was one of the largest ever released, actually. Yeah, I think it used the largest capacity cartridge ever for any Nintendo DS games, and I don't think there have been too many Nintendo DS games that use that capacity. 2 or 3 at best, I think. Never had a Tamagotchi, wasn't allowed. Well, it wasn't allowed in school either here, but a lot of people had them anyway. I had a knockoff version from McDonald's, which couldn't die. Isn't that cheating? Isn't that cheating though? If it can't die. So what, do I have to work backwards? From most distant one back to the first one? Otherwise it doesn't work. Cover. Here. How odd. Is that a shortcut, maybe? Yeah, okay. I can see what they intend me to do. Littlest pet shop version that could be connected to others to play with each other. Littlest pet shop. Littlest pet shop. Wasn't that a thing with like little super tiny figurines that were so easy to misplace? I think my cousins had toys of Littlest Pet Shop. I wouldn't swear on it, but I think they did. "25 seconds. Tiny body, huge head. Maybe I'm not remembering completely right.
Do something! Flip!
Well, that was cutting it close. Polly Pocket was easy to lose. That might be what I have it confused with then.
my best!
Oh. Punk can catch you. There was a purple item that was dropped. These are usually rare, so... Everything is correct. Hammers. Yeah, no change there either. No better swords. Nah, that seems to be it. I would say. The bow, maybe? No. Okay. Sent you a picture of what they looked like. Ah, yeah. Yeah, then I think I must have seen them on TV then, but I don't think my cousins had that. I think that came later. Polly Pocket, I know they had that, but ah, there's the other statue. Okay, it's time to check the guide again. A clear prism? No. Something different? And with a fork-tailed bone. Ah, yeah. I have some. My best friend had a ton of them. I bet they were expensive for what they were. Usually when it's something that's heavily advertised on TV like that, like I remember my cousins having Polly Pockets and those were like super tiny but super expensive for some reason. It was honestly impressive. Houses and accessories too, it was honestly impressive. Dimitri the Dastardly.
Careful, everyone!
All yours!
Catch it! Oh, can I go there? Okay, there's a chest. Chili Dreadstare Staff. It's probably just about the same as the one that he has. Actually, no, it doesn't quite measure up, I suppose. Sadly, when you have a dysfunctional family like hers, you can get lucky and get a ton of toys as a way for parents to apologize. I think for the development of the child, it's better to not have a dysfunctional family and have fewer toys, but, well... I don't have kids, so what do I know?
I'll do my best!
Simmering in warm water.
How do you like this?
Okay, I got the lance. Nah. It's worse. 100% better with a better family life. Yeah, I should think so. Yeah. That's life. Did you hear that? Sounds like someone needs our help. We have to get this door open. Yeah, more braziers. It's a trap! Can't you see it's a trap? We have to find those other braziers quickly. It's obviously a trap. Oh yeah, I should probably say, for having played this in portable mode exclusively for a few days when I was at my parents' last weekend, the skirmishes in this game in portable mode, when there are a lot of army units on the screen at the same time, the game chugs really hard. Performance-wise, it is a bit too much for the Nintendo Switch, I would say, especially in portable mode, but, well, it's still playable. It just doesn't look very good in those instances. I still had fun. 45. Excuse me. But I don't really know what to expect. I'm probably gonna have to start it over. Well, I most certainly don't have time to fight. Hang on. Okay, it's that way. Please don't trigger a fight. Please don't trigger a fight.
Have at ye, dogs! Do something!
Pull back!
Don't interrupt me! Flip, man!
Flip!
Flip! Ooh, 1 second left. 1 second left. Okay. Well, I rushed the whole thing, so there's probably gonna be treasure I missed. Sage's Secret. Don't know what that is. We'll figure it out, I guess. I'll try to finish exploring. Oh.
Huh?
A water slide? And where does it send you then? Ah, back across. Ah, okay. Immortal Daredevil's armor. Probably about as good as what I currently have. Yeah. Some MP restored when taking damage boosts dark resistance. Yeah, that seems fitting for her. Well, this one increased the damage that he does with hammers, which is what he has currently equipped, so I don't know. Well, it's exactly the same as the other one anyway. No benefit. One is above the other in the list, but there's no reason for it to be that way, really. Nah, I'll just leave it like that then. He won't be better off with the other one, quite the contrary, so it's good enough.
I'm raring to go.
Ouch! I hate when they do that. Die already! Got a gun. Nah, it's worse. Yeah, I do find that crafting your own weapons usually isn't really worth it. Because it costs money and materials, and usually enemies, if you fight them long enough, they will eventually drop better weapons than anything you could have crafted yourself, so... That's been true for me so far, anyway. Maybe by the end of the game, when I can't get anything better, improving them in my town might be worth it. Check the other side. Ah. Savior's Tear. Iggle Piggle! Save your progress so far, yeah?
Oh.
Well, whoever we heard calling for help is alright. Oh no, I guess it wasn't a trap. No, go away! Go away! Muglet. You leave her alone! Hi, quickly! Alright. Here it comes. Three of them? Queen of the Dawn, implacable Empress of Imps.
Yeah! Do your worst! Flip it, man!
But I'm not that over-leveled for this boss, I guess. 55, I'm 58. Still be a fair fight. She likes teleporting around. Come on, guys, attack! What are you doing? They're running around. Not doing anything. What's he doing? What's he doing? Come on, Higgle D's, help me. Whoa! Ah, she dropped something.
Thank you.
You saved my life. I thought I was going to be... They told me it was too dangerous to go wandering around the sewer on my own, but I wouldn't listen, and just look what happened. Never mind that. What's important is that you're not hurt.
Hey.
What are you doing down here anyway? We're on our way to the slum where all the Grimalkin live. Really? But why would anyone want to visit a place like that? What if you're serious? You have to come and see me while you're there. I need to give you something to say thank you for saving me.
Bye-bye.
I'm Muglet, by the way. Bye-bye for now.
But...
But wait. She's gone. I hope she'll be alright on her own. A Redeemer Sword. Ah, it's the best one so far. Bar the one that is cursed, anyway. Alright then. Pretty cool. Is it just me or is it hot in here? Could be the PC churning out heat in the room while I'm streaming. It's kind of like a little electric heater, I guess. Songbook number 12. I did recruit a citizen that will let you listen to music in your town. Tidy! Tidy! If that ain't the way in, I'll give you a zillion something. Then no, was the message left. Screen before I could read it. So here we are, the slum. We've crammed all the catfolk into this little place. By crikey, it ain't possible.
Flippin' heck!
And it's all musty and damp because of the sewers as well. Makes the old Sky Pirate base seem like paradise. Well, shall we chat to a few people and see what we can find out? If we can get them out, they can join my kingdom. More citizens! I don't mind. Travel to the slum's trapdoor. Hello.
Hello.
There you are. Thanks again for saving me. Oh, I said I'd give you something to say thanks, didn't I? Here you go. A token of Muglet's undying gratitude. He obtained a swish fish.
Thank you.
Thank you, Muglet. But are you sure? Fish are awfully hard to get a hold of down here, aren't they? No, I simply can't take it. It's reward enough to see you safe and sound. Really, it is. Really? You're sure? Well, if you insist. Evan gives the swish fish back to Muglet. Thank you very, very, very much. Fish really are hard to get here, you know? I owe you double now. My mom loves these, you see, and I've been trying to get my paws on one for ages. I wanted to surprise her with a reminder of what it used to be like back home. What happened to your home, if you don't mind me asking? They were evicted, and mice came to take their place. Soldiers came, didn't they? And they threw us out, just like that. My dad tried to stop them, but they arrested him and took him off somewhere.
Golly.
I'm sorry to hear that. All I want to know was when we get to go home. Mausinger will probably get tired of being king soon, and then things will all go back to normal, won't they? I wouldn't count on it.
Oh.
Well, in denial a bit. Refined young lady. All these constant patrols are making it harder and harder for me to see my beloved. He's a mouse, you see. Oh. Forbidden interracial love, huh? If the guards were to catch us together, they'd arrest him for consorting with a Gramelkin. Oh, how I wish I had been born a member of Mousekind. Isn't she the person I was supposed to talk to? Ah, up the stairs, perhaps. Ah, yeah. Okay. Oh, he's burly. Ever since King Mausinger took over, the mouse soldiers have been allowed to do whatever they like. Hey, that's Shadow, isn't it? Ah, no, it's not Shadow. Shadow is not a tuxedo cat. He's a whole black cat, I guess. Ever since King Mausinger took over, the mouse soldiers have been allowed to do whatever they like. They harass Grimalkin in the streets, even if they've done nothing wrong, and always find some pretense for punishing them. One of my friends was just arrested for shoplifting while he was queuing up to pay. It makes my blood boil. Can't say anything though, otherwise they'll throw me in the dungeons next. Honestly, most cats are afraid to even leave their houses these days. I know that's Shadow. I had in mind that it was completely black. Or was I wrong? I guess I must have been wrong. They wouldn't have made two different character models. Oh well. Wait a second, you're the one who brought me that sardine sandwich, aren't you? Honestly, you have no idea what that meant to me. Thank you ever so much.
Yeah.
Monsters sometimes come in here from the old sewers, you know? You should see the hullabaloo that springs up when they do. They're only small and we can usually fight them off, but that doesn't stop everyone worrying that they might be poisonous or something. You gotta go, Monica. Already? Oh, well. That's too bad, but if you have to. You take care of yourself. Enjoy Nino Kuni too, if you can. And I hope to see you again soon then. Thanks for the short amount of I got to see of the stream. Well, you're welcome. Always appreciate it, you know it. Take care of yourself, dear. See you next time. Some of us living down here have got kittens. What if one day a bigger monster happens along when none of us grown-ups are here to protect the little ones? Honestly, it keeps me awake at night. Things are even worse here than I thought. Ding Dong Dell is rotten to the blessed core. But it's all because we used to persecute mouse kind. I'm sure there are plenty of people who are very happy to have Mausinger in charge. I don't condone what he's done, of course. A leader must be above petty vengeance. There's certainly no way we can form a union with such a kingdom. So what are you going to do? Get some vengeance of your own? He killed my father and Nella. He overthrew and stole my kingdom, and he drove all these poor people down here. He has to be removed. Ding Dong Dell will never know peace otherwise.
Well now.
Tell me, Evan. Your father, was he a bad judge of character?
What?
Think about it. Why would he make someone like Mausinger his most trusted advisor? Yeah, I've been thinking actually, he might be possessed like some of those other leaders we've seen before, no? Maybe he tried to get King Leonard to be possessed as well, but he couldn't. That bad guy, I forgot his name now. But when that didn't work, he corrupted the heart of Mausinger, maybe? I don't know.
But...
Use that deep-seated resentment to get him to turn to the dark side or something like that. I suppose he... I'm sorry, I think I need some time to myself.
No, listen here.
Do you have to set about the poor lad so mercilessly, you Divilier? Can you not see it plays merry hell with his little head?
Mm-hmm.
He'll be okay, he's a king.
Aye.
Aye, well, there is that, I suppose.
Master Evan?
Raja.
Hmm?
Shush!
Oh,
it is you!
oh, it is you! It really is!
It's voice this time, I don't have to read.
Raja? Gosh, it's been so long. How are you? Relieved to have found you, that's how. The guards were all talking about how you'd been spotted. Oh, I was petrified they might get to you first. You mustn't stay here any longer. King Mausinger has ordered your arrest. Thank you for your concern. But I came here to speak with him, as one ruler to another. I mean to forge a union between our two kingdoms.
But how could there be?
And how do you plan to do that? In case you haven't noticed, the borders are closed, and the entire country is cut off from the rest of the world.
Love that accent.
I know, but... Can I ask you something, Ratcha? Is Ding Dong Dell better now? Are the rats and mice happy? I think I know what's bothering you, but there's no need to worry, my dear. King Mausinger will come to his senses. He always hated injustice. That's why your father put his faith in him in the first place. Really? Oh, yes. Because he felt the same. And that's why he gave Mousefolk a chance, like no king of Ding Dong Dell had ever done before. Well, he made me his maid, didn't he? And Mausinger his chancellor. Such things were unheard of at the time. But Mausinger believes that... He believes that my father simply used him in order to keep Mousekind under control. Does he indeed? Then he's sorely mistaken. Your father near enough pulled his mane out trying to build bridges between our two peoples. It's just a shame you have to take an old maid's word for it. If only he could have told you himself. His diary would have been the next best thing, I suppose, but I'm afraid they laid it to rest alongside him.
We need to find him. That's our next
Is that
quest.
right? Thank you, Ratcha. You've been very helpful. Glad to be of service, my dear. Just you be careful now, you hear?
His tail is showing, and I guess rats and mice could tell the difference between a cat's tail and a rat or mice or mouse. No. Glad to be of service, my dear. Just you be careful now. You hear? Okay. What time is it, by the way? No. It feels like it's been longer. I guess I haven't been playing for very long yet. Here he is.
Hey.
You seem a little calmer. Yes, I think I am. Sorry about before.
Well, now.
You weren't wrong, Roland. The lad soon came to his senses. Right? Listen, all of you. I must go and visit my father's tomb. I need his diary. I need to get to know him better. Sounds good to me. Let's get going, shall we? Lead on, Heaven. Where is it, though? Excuse me, I'm catching up on my messages here. Okie dokie! Where did they bury the old king? Can't imagine too many of the current people wanting to pay their respects. Oh well, I must be close. A bit further. Down that way. Oh, it's outside, isn't it? That's where we came in. Yeah. There's a mausoleum there. Something like that. Monster banger.
Come on! I'm counting on you!
No. Crypt of the Cat Kings. Ah, a crypt. Sorry. Not mausoleum. This is that Crypt of the Cat Kings, ain't it? I've heard of this place. Yes, and only one who possesses the Mark of Kings can enter. So how did they put the king in there then, if they didn't have it? Melon. Alright, in we go. Oh, well, I guess the place is small enough. Is that all there is to this place? My father's possessions are all in here. His diary should be among them. Here it is, my father's diary. Well, what does it say, Mon? Let's see.
Do you remember the day I made you my Chancellor, Mausinger? The other ministers,
were up in arms, but they dare not say so to my face.
Oh, excuse me, I have to pass the text.
I trusted in you. I could see the resolve in your eyes, the determination. You yearned to bury the differences between our kinds, just as I did. I trust in you still. I know that you will continue what we have started, and that you will succeed.
He trusted Mausinger. He had complete faith in him. Come on, put 2 and 2 together. It's just like Vector. He is possessed. So, Evan, what are you going to do now? I have to make Mausinger see the truth. I have to tell him what my father really thought of him. Sounds like a plan. Assuming we can get him to talk. Let's head back to Evermore. I have a feeling we'll need to wait for our chance to present itself.
Oi!
King Evan, sire, a letter from Ding Dong Dell.
Huh?
From old Mausinger himself, is it? I knew it was just a matter of time.
Golly.
You planned this, didn't you, Roland?
Huh?
Planned what now? Kerosier, you and your accursed scheming.
Oh, come on.
Oh, shush you. What does it say? To be delivered by hand. To His Radiant Majesty King Evan Pettywhisker, Tildrum of Evermore. Tales of your great achievements continue to impress us. We would be honored if you would visit us to discuss your growing union. Our border guards have been instructed to grant you free passage. Simply present the Mark of Kings as proof of your identity. Your eternal friend and servant, King Mausinger of Ding Dong Dell. A trap if I ever saw one. He wants to make a trade for the Mark of Kings. Guess you knew it would make a pretty good bargaining chip all along, huh, Roland? It is a trap, of course. I don't think he's trying to disguise the fact. He knows we can't refuse.
Aye.
For all his weasel words, 'tis naught more on the challenge, and a brazen one at that. But it does mean that we can finally meet with him face to face. So it's off to Ding Dong Dell for a bit of the old international negotiations, is it? Tidy! I'll pack my negotiating shoes. Flip! Is there much of the chapter left? I wonder. Nemesis. This is chapter 8-4. Out of the 5 sub-chapters. Yeah, I think we should be done with chapter 8 tonight. I think. Let's press on. I did well to level up my characters when I did. I don't think tonight we'll be making too much progress on the main story. I will try to at least make some headway into chapter 9, so that on Sunday there's not that much left for us to do, because I'd very much like to get started on Zelda the week after. To give myself like the whole week to finish Zelda, so that we can get started with the Spooktober stuff the week after that. Yeah, still. It's not been that long since I saved, but better saved than sorry. Nothing on the side.
welcome.
You know what you like to order? Let me bring you a menu to help you choose. The Houtique. Pile
What would you
pancakes.
like?
Ah!
Come back anytime.
All this talk of food again. It's always food! Makes me hungry this late at night. I'll have something after I'm done streaming.
Oi!
Oh, what do you want? Wait, King Evan.
Oh, my!
Please, you must forgive my atrocious manner, Your Majesty. King Mausinger has asked us to extend you the most cordial of welcomes. He wishes for you to be informed that he awaits you eagerly in the throne room.
Mm-hmm.
I know the way.
Oh,
Of course, I'll just, I'll stay right here and carry on, guarding. Nice looking castle. It's been such a long time.
oi!
Snap out of it, Evan lad. You've got some Mausinger wrangling to be getting on with. Let's hurry up and get him to sign this here declaration, shall we?
Golly.
I never thought I'd see the day when I came to Ding Dong Dell Castle as ruler of another kingdom. And yet here you are. There's a safe point before the throne room, that's good news. Because it's obviously a trap.
Alright.
Has to be. Time to be strong now, Evan. You need to show these people you're not the kid you used to be. Sorry for the fast talking, but you've seen how fast these text boxes go away. Oh, my heart's going 10 on the dozen. No wonder I suppose, and I didn't finish early, see? It's harder to read when it's these guys that have such a thick accent. Okay, the goal for tomorrow will be level 65 for everyone, right? Let's hope so.
Greetings.
Your Majesty, it has been too long. And I see that Roland is with you. I must thank you again for exposing our susceptibility to infiltration so thoroughly, Mr. Crane. And did you bring the Mark of Kings as requested? Don't panic, it's right here.
Excuse me?
King Mausinger, I have come to speak with you as the leader of one nation to another.
Ha!
Ah, yes, I must commend you on your new realm, and on your persistence. Having failed so abjectly to rule at the first attempt, you would be forgiven for not trying again. I promised Aranella. I said I would build a kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after. And you mean to do this by convincing others to sign your pathetic little pact, I understand. A fine plan for a naive child. It's not. The Declaration of Interdependence is... Your Majesty, I must insist that you humor the boy's nonsense for another moment longer. Abandon this pretense. You do not mean to forge an alliance of equals. You mean to bend our kin or kind to your will, just as your father did before you. Your motives are painfully transparent, but His Majesty will not countenance such foolishness. Those days are long gone. I'm not sure this is the right formula. Countenance such foolishness. Countenance sounds like a thing, not a verb. It's not a verb, and it's used as a verb here. It feels wrong somehow, but anyway. There will be no pact. Mousekind will submit to the will of the Grimalkin no more.
King Mausinger, please, we have to stop this before it's too late.
Finally some voice acting.
I see now why you overthrew me. So much has happened between our two kinds. But we can't let it go on. We have to bring the hatred between our peoples to an end.
And what would you know of hatred, boy? Of the taste of shame, of the humiliation of servitude. The line of the Tildrams ends here, today, at my hand. Oh, how long I have waited for this.
You think I'm gonna let you? That spot of Ding Dong Bell.
Ding Dong Dell will never be yours! Never! Yeah!
Boss
Come,
time.
children! It is time to meet your fate!
Whoa! Okay, he really hates me. Yikes! Quite resistance to light magic.
I need your help!
Dang, I missed.
Who's next?
I'm counting on you!
Do something!
Ah, but the green ones! They were ready to heal me and then they stopped doing what they were doing. Ow, 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 ow. You would perish no cat kind with you. You don't know what you're saying!
Humiliated by 2 generations of the same accursed line. Damn you, Tildrum, and all your kind.
Read him the diary!
We don't have to do this, Mausinger. I didn't come here to fight you. I don't want to fight you.
Come, Your Majesty. You cannot simply bow to defeat. If
He's
you
the
do not
possessed
destroy
one?
these worms, our people will never
This
be
I would
safe.
not have guessed.
They will never be free.
Free? Yes, we must be free.
I have to attack the other guy.
But not like this. Don't listen to him.
Can I attack
Every
the other guy
last
instead?
Grimalkin must die. Come,
It's Grimalkin.
Oakenheart, come to me! My Kingsbone! Who are you?
I had thought this tedium would never end.
At last it is done, Master.
Squeeze me. At last it is done, Master.
Vermine.
I hope you can forgive me, Your Majesty. Even I must confess to feeling some small pang of guilt at having encouraged you to slay your dearest friend and patron. But you should not have so readily taken my word over King Leonard's. Those who claim that blood runs thicker than water grossly overstate the case, my beloved fellow mouse.
No!
In truth, your precious king was too nauseatingly good-natured to betray you, to contemplate anything so base as manipulating you into keeping our kind in check. And more fool him, as you are so very easy to manipulate.
Vermine. How could you?
How could I betray my master? How could you be so foolish as to ask such a question? And now, Lord Doloran, I have fulfilled my part of the bargain. My price was the kingdom, if you recall. I hereby claim it.
Yeah, keep dreaming.
Yes, of course. You must be rewarded for your faithful service.
He's gonna kill him.
What? Oh.
Dead. No?
Doloran, what have you done to him?
I guess something worse than death.
I have repaid the debt of a traitor, and not a moment too soon. This accursed kingdom. Not only was its ruler too pure-hearted to succumb to my corruption,
that I guess right.
even his closest aide proved immune to my advances.
So Mausinger resisted. Well, that's the part that I got wrong then.
In the end, I was forced to settle for this contemptible worm. I have wasted so much precious time. But at last, my plan is complete.
He's got the King's Bond of all the kings.
What a
Except
pity
mine.
you will not be present to witness its glorious fruition!
Or has he not guessed that? But no, he knows that I have a King's Maker. No? And therefore a King's Bond. Gonna have to fight this one?
Oakenheart! Has it really come to this?
Wait! You needn't do this alone. We'll fight him together.
I'm strong enough. Oakenheart, the Woods Walker.
Careful, everyone!
Whatever them flowers are pumping out, it ain't good. Avoid the polleny stuff and bash them blooms.
Yeah.
What are these chasey rumors about? Best not find out, eh? Run away!
Big makers.
All together now!
So what? I do have to destroy these flowers then to get them. I'm poisoned, ain't I? Venom be gone. Did I get enough? They're here, right?
You cannot give up yet!
3, I can protect you, quickly! Lock-on system is not great. How much more is this gonna take?
I'm counting on you!
Designed effect. Go for his other legs. Wait, grab this.
Where is he? Where is he to protect me?
You cannot give up yet!
To me, I can protect you, quickly! Almost there! There we go. What have I done?
No!
Ding Dong Dell is doomed. I have doomed it. For my king spawn to have been plucked from me so easily. I was not fit to rule. I was not strong enough. Take my life, Tildrum. It is your right. You must avenge your father. No, Mousinger, there will be no more needless death. And this kingdom is not doomed. It will rise again, and it will do so because its people will work together to rebuild it, cat and mouse, hand in hand. My father trusted you. You cannot fail him now.
It says... He believed in me. And I... What have I done?
Mousinger, my dearest friend.
Your Majesty,
Be still, Mousinger. I forgive you. Our two kinds have borne each other ill will since time immemorial. The rift between us could not be healed so easily. It was a distance that could only ever be closed one step at a time. But close it shall. One day, we will stand together, hand in hand at last, all thoughts of oppression consigned to history. And you, Mousinger, you will bring this about.
But Your Majesty, why would you... why would you trust in one who had failed you so utterly? And whose hand you...
I always trusted you, old friend, and I always will. You see far, further than I ever could. You are a maker of plans, a doer of deeds, a true ruler. Yet there remains in you a lingering shadow of doubt. Doubt in others, born of doubt in yourself. A king must learn to trust his own judgment.
A king? You mean that you still think me worthy?
Who better to rule over the realm I love than one who loves it just as fiercely?
If it please you, Your Majesty.
It does. And now, I must be on my way. When next we meet, I would have you tell me the tale of a kingdom made great by its wise and benevolent ruler.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Farewell, Mousinger. I leave Ding Dong Dell in your hands. Do not fail me. Become a true king. Watch over the land we both love so well.
I will not fail you, old friend.
Not even a word for his son? Come on. That's harsh. Not even a "I'm proud of you, son" or something?
King Mausinger, I humbly propose that a pact be made between our realms. Will you sign the Declaration of Interdependence?
It is what your father would have wanted, for our two kingdoms to stand as one. And so it shall be.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Let us work together to make a better, more peaceful world.
You have come far, son of Leonard. I will gladly stand beside you, and I will make Ding Dong Dell a kingdom where all races can stand beside one another. The enmity of generations will divide us no longer. I salute you, Evan, Lord of Evermore.
Level up, level up, level up, level up. Okay. Well, I guess, well, yeah, well, she's ready to level up as well, and by then she will only be 2 levels behind. Like 2.5. Cute catch up. In not too long. As for the Mark of Kings, I will entrust it to your keeping until such time as the matter of the Horned One has been resolved. You may have need of it yet.
Thank you.
I hope that I will be able to return it to you very soon. Very good. Now I am ready when you are. Let us swear our pact.
Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled.
United we stand as one single land.
That's it. It's complete.
And sure enough, Ding Dong Dell began to change from that day forth. No longer did catkind cower beneath the ground in fear of tyranny. Instead, the Grimalkins stepped out into the sun and saw their brother mice as if for the first time. And the hatred that had divided them for so long melted away like so much snow. Well, perhaps not entirely, but these things take time.
The declaration's finished, Evan. You did it.
Who's this guy?
And we made peace with Mausinger too, which is something. But his king's bond was stolen, and Doloran really does mean to resurrect the Horned One.
So what if he does? You'll be ready to face him. You'll overcome this trial, just like all the others. After all, if you can as good as unite the whole world, you can do anything.
You're right.
But it's not over yet. And this last part isn't going to be easy.
Save your progress so far. Chapter 8 complete. Only took me about 2 hours to get through this chapter.
All 4 king's bonds belong to me. At last, I shall have my heart's desire.
He put eyes on his helmet all the way up there, but if he has the face of a human, then his eyes should be further down, right? It's weird. Unless his head is actually shaped all weird inside that thing. Something's not right. What the flip's wrong with you, man? Put yourself together.
Chapter 9. To be a king.
To be a king. What's wrong with him?
Roland! What?
Sup, dude? What the heck is going on? I'm okay. Anyway, never mind me. Did you see that sky? Batu and the others went out on patrol over that way, didn't they?
Gosh.
Yes, they did. And? Well? Lavos. Liking Chrono Trigger. Tidal wave! Brings yourselves! Alright.
It's torn the very sea asunder.
Uh-oh. That can't be good. So he's the horned one.
Is that a kingmaker? If it is, it's the biggest I've ever seen.
The 4 king's bonds, I guess, to bind with it. What are these? What are these? Zool and the Keymaster. Nah. Sort of. Can I still go back and work on my kingdom while this is happening? The Horned One is back at last now. The people of this pathetic world shall give their souls to bring my beloved Alessandra back to me. Oof, poor Nintendo Switch. That was very choppy. More citizens for my kingdom, more power for my king's bond. And with every soul I steal, the more glorious my realm will become. That's not good. What news?
Ahoy there.
Here we are, Your Majesty, back in one piece, near enough.
Forgive
I'm
me.
afraid we have some rather troubling news to impart. Sure do, but I think you've probably guessed what it is. Rise of the Horned One. Soon as I am able, I think I won't be progressing the story any further here. I may spend like another hour of stream tonight devoted to trying to recruit those few people that I can recruit at the moment. Try to expand my kingdom so that off stream I can already set them to work if I am able to level up my kingdom one more time. To set them to work on that extra research to unlock more spells and the like. Indeed, we have encountered the creature in the skies above the Blackened Isle. Blackened Isle? I recorded it on a memolith. You need to see this. How convenient. It's like a TikTok. It appeared along with a large landmass, which we can only assume to be the continent that was lost when the Horned One was sealed away. It's enormous. Look, it's Longfang. Not just Longfang, lad. The whole blessed lot are there. Ryan Skimmer, Bastion, and Oakenheart too. This veritable Kingmakers Conference. There is something different in their area. These are not true Kingmakers, they are facsimiles, created through the power of the stolen Kingspawns, I would assume. Well, whatever they are, they created some kind of barrier to protect the Horned One, so we have to defeat all four. Indeed, at the moment the barrier was raised, the fiends began absorbing a succession of spheres of pure light.
What the?
Spheres of... what could they be? If you will give me just a moment, Roland. Scant moments after absorbing the first of these spheres, the Horned One began to expel a great cloud of black creatures. And they went flying off in every direction. Luckily, not too many of them headed this way. Ugh, they look horrible.
No.
As to the nature of these spheres of light, it is to my belief that they were souls, distillations of the very essence of life. The Horned One is absorbing the souls of the people of the world and transforming them, enslaving them.
Oh my!
That's awful. You remember what Doloran did to Vermin, when the life was leached from him, when he became little more than a walking corpse? This is what happens when a person's soul is stolen. And you're saying that's happening to people all over the world even as we speak. They're being turned into the living dead. How can we turn them back?
Well...
I cannot say for certain, but there must be surely be a way. How come there's none around these parts as have had their souls taken hostage, as I ask you? I think we may have Lofty to thank for that.
Norman!
Flippin' Nora! Me? I ain't done nothing, man. Nothing, I swear. You didn't have to. What's the one thing our nation has that the others don't anymore? That's right, a Kingmaker. What? The bond between you and Evan is still strong. That means we're protected.
Yeah!
Not bad, Mr. Kingmaker. Not bad.
In it though.
Reckon I had a little inkling it might be something like that. Stands to reason, done it. Me being all important and that. But why has he done all this? Why would he be so desperate to bring back the Horned One in the first place? I believe I can help you there. Who? Who? Huh. My lady! Your Majesty! You must forgive the intrusion, Evan, circumstances being what they are. Not at all, you're very welcome.
Now,
On the subject of who Doloran is and what exactly he might want, I believe I have some information that may clarify things a little further. 2,000 years ago, he was the ruler of a nation known as Allegoria, and he made a pact with the Horned One. Though it was a small and insignificant kingdom, by enlisting the aid of such a Kingmaker, he thought to make Allegoria great, to bend this singular evil to his will. Yeah, to make Allegoria great again. Maga. Make Allegoria great again. That tallies with what Neil told us back when we first learned about Doloran. Things did not go according to plan. Instead, a terrible tragedy befell the realm. Far from growing great, it disappeared from the world entirely. It is believed that he was unable to contain the fiend's all-consuming corruption and that the entire continent Allegoria stood upon was spirited away to a place between worlds. And it's back now. Whatever happened to Doloran would appear to be determined to revive this vanished land.
What?
Why? Why would he want to bring it back after all these years? You'll have to ask him. I don't know, but I think I understand why he needed all those king spawns now. Without them, he couldn't hope to control something so powerful. Well, whether we have an inkling as to why or not, I'd say the Swab's wish is more than a little close to coming true. Plus, a kingdom-sized chunk of land appeared alongside the great creature, that's for certain. But if Doloran's got what he wanted, why would he be stealing everyone's souls? He needs followers, subjects. The more powerful he grows, the more powerful his kingmaker grows in turn. And one whose ambitions stretch as far as enlisting the aid of such an utterly evil being will surely not be satisfied with merely recovering his lost crown. No, now that he has the means at his command, it would seem he intends to bring all the peoples of the world under his dark dominion. So he wants to take over the whole world. Well, we can't let him. We won't.
Yeah.
And how exactly are we supposed to stop him? You saw the size of that mountain of spikes he calls his kingmaker, didn't you? There is one possibility. Mornstar, the sword said to have sealed away the Horned One's evil all those centuries ago. Mornstar? Alas, its whereabouts are no longer known. But there is yet time. The great evil gathers its forces still. If the sword can be found before it reaches its full strength, we may yet stand a chance. But how do we find it if nobody knows where it is? How indeed, any tale 2 millennia in the making will most certainly be more fantasy than fact by now, and surely no records from the time we remain. 2,000 years, eh? I think you might know just where to find records from that far back, don't you, Evan? Budley?
Ah!
The library in Goldpaw, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Budley. If anything from back then did survive, you can bet Budley will know about it. Oh no, do we really have to deal with her? Then it seems we have a plan of action. We will inform the rulers of the other realms of all that has come to pass. We will rally them to the cause and make ready to take the Horned One by force. You will seek out further clues as to Mornstar's whereabouts. Alright. Very well, until we meet again.
Let's see now.
Okay. Now to revisit old previous cities. And we'll see who we can recruit, right? Ah, there's a quest up there. None down there. There is one up there. Someone I can recruit?
Hello there.
Nah, probably not. If he doesn't have a name, it's not too likely. You've heard what folks are saying about the Wyvern Xavier. The Swabs are up to something. Their den's a hive of activity, or so the word is from the scouts. Up to what exactly? We have no clue as yet. All I've heard is tales from the lads of spine-chilling noises are coming from over toward that hole they call home. You don't think they're plotting some sort of attack, do you? We've not been able to get close enough to find out, lad, which is where you come in. What say you try your hand at the spotted spine? I'll certainly do my best. I'll head over to the Wyvern's den and see what I can find out. Yeah. Well, it's registered at the very least. Can take care of it later. I always check that place, but there never seems to be any extra people there, so... Yeah, no. As long as there's no that little speech bubble thing, that means there's nobody. I think I checked there last time. There may be extra people there. Doesn't look like it. No, not here either. Okay. That pretty much says it all. There definitely will be people in Ding Dong Dell that you can recruit. But let's check the other locations first. Jumblewoods? I don't know, is it likely? There's a statue down there that I didn't check yet, but I'll take care of that later. Trying all the minor places first. I don't see anything, alright? Then Hydropolis, then Broadleaf, and then Ding Dong Dell, I guess. That should be all of them. Ah, there's a quest in Fortune Square. And 2 more in the casino. Try the casino first. Quest doesn't necessarily mean that it's someone recruitable, but... Come on. She looks like she's designed specifically to be recruitable. Early attendant. Would you care for a back rub, my lady? My lady, I have brought you some delicious fresh fruit, the very finest in the kingdom. I must say, my lady, you are looking exceptionally beautiful today. Yo-ho-ho. Harf, harf, how adorable you all are.
Oi!
What's going on by here, then? I've never seen anyone have such a fuss made of them, and I hang out with kings.
Huh.
We will have none of your impertinence. You are in the presence of Yo-ho-ho, the goddess of good luck.
Gosh.
And why do you call her that? Why, because those who find her favor are inevitably rewarded with good fortune beyond imagining. What is more, her presence on the battlefield alone is enough to boost the courage and determination of those who fight beside her 100-fold.
Crikey!
Crikey! Sounds like she's got something very special going on, eh?
Yes.
That really does sound rather impressive, Miss Yo-ho-ho. I don't suppose you'd like to come and join us over in Evermore, would you?
Oh.
So you have come here to recruit me? Yeah? My young friend, I am nothing but a simple lady gambler, somewhat blessed by the gods of fortune, it is true, but a mere dabbler in the arts of chance nonetheless. Still, I am rather amused by the idea that you would have me join your forces, and rather flattered.
What, Tamon?
So you'll come over our way, then, is it? There's lovely.
Oh.
Not so fast, spiky one. The goddess of good luck does not simply switch allegiance on a whim. No, she requires persuasion, an incentive, if you will.
Flippin' act, man!
All the pampering's gone to her head. And it so happens I was just thinking that I would rather like some new footwear. Bring me some gaudy galoshes, and I might consider your offer. Don't I already have some? She's a bit unusual, isn't she? It does sound like she'd be a good person to have on board, though. Well, I ain't about to say I like her style, but I suppose you're right. She might come in handy one day. Let's go and get her some new wellies then, and in it. Wellies. Yeah, I already have one. But that quest will be complete in a moment, then. Ah. Well, they're cursed. But you can have them.
Excuse me?
You brought the gaudy galoshes you wanted, yo-ho.
Oh.
Well, perhaps I underestimated you. Perhaps I should accept your offer and move to Ever...
Whoa!
Wait! Cannot allow our beloved mistress Yo-ho-ho to go anywhere unless we are assured that she will be safe. She must be adequately equipped to keep her from undue harm, or she cannot be allowed to leave. Quite right. Here.
Gosh. Yeah.
You heard my beloved admirers. it would seem that you have a little choice but to deck me out in yet more finery. Here is what I propose. Some warlord's armor. A suit of such supreme quality would ensure that I am protected no matter what fate befalls your kingdom. A warlord's armor? They do seem very fond of her, and it certainly wouldn't hurt to make sure that she's well protected. Fine, fine, but don't let this give you any ideas about making people come bowing and scraping to you like that, you hear? Come on, man, let's find us some warlord's armor.
Yeah.
Do I have one already? No, I don't. Ah, well. This will be a quest for some other time, then. At least it is registered. And, who do I have to talk to? This guy? Work-obsessed croupier. The casino floor is filled to bursting with tourists once more. It is sure to be another day of bumper profits. But I wish myself were a little less busy. It is my son's birthday soon, and I have not had a chance to buy him a present, the poor little pup.
Oh!
Oh, you have a son. Which is why I want to get him an extra special birthday present this year, to make up for all the times I have not been there for him. But don't worry, I will not even have the time to go and fetch it. I'd be happy to help. You would do such a thing for me? Oh, thank you. If you could go to Broadleaf in my stead, I would be grateful indeed.
Oh.
Why Broadleaf? Well, a visitor from that kingdom informed me that their latest toy, some sort of magic yo-yo, is incredibly popular with young pups everywhere. Alas, they are only available to buy in Broadleaf itself.
Gosh.
What can this yo-yo do? To be honest, I have no idea, but you need only ask at the toy shop there. They are sure to be familiar with all the latest trends. I will give you the necessary funds, of course. Please, my boy really deserves this present. After all he has had to endure, he must help me. Alright, we'll head for Broadleaf right away. I'm actually quite curious to see what kind of toys they have myself. Then we have an agreement. Excellent. He will be making my son very happy indeed. So this is not to recruit someone. Just a quest. There was a guy on the floor there. One more quest in this town. Then we can move to the next. It's around here, I think. Yeah. That looks like someone I could recruit. Yappy. Are you saying that defending the city should be our sole concern? You do understand that as things stand, only those bearing weapons dare venture beyond our walls. But we cannot in good conscience dispatch our soldiers on a dangerous mission into foreign territory. The losses could be catastrophic.
Excuse me?
Something the matter?
Wow.
You are King Evan, yes? The former ruler of Ding Dong Dell. Good day, Your Majesty. We were just discussing the problem with the bandits who have taken to attacking outposts and travelers near our kingdom's borders.
Yes.
And I am insisting that we must take the fight to them. We must destroy their lair, or they will continue to grow ever stronger. But Yappy, you must understand the bandits' lair is too close to Ding Dong Dell. To take military action within the territory of another realm would be most unwise. We're all in the same union, what does it matter? What choice do we have? Not everyone has the luxury of hiding behind thick walls. Not all are as fortunate as the citizens of Goldpaw. We have great martial might at our disposal. If we do not use it to protect those who cannot protect themselves, how can we claim to be just a noble people? You make a very good point, Yappy. If you would like to borrow some of my soldiers, you would be more than welcome. King Evan, you are a great man indeed. It would be a privilege to have my forces fight alongside those of your honored realm. Go ahead and scout out the enemy's location. Let us rendezvous on the Ding Dong Dell side of Cloudcoil Canyon. Yep, this is to recruit him. Hang on. Just making sure. Yeah, alright. Hydropolis. There's a new one there. In the palace. Kinda wish it would tell you where on the map, really, but... Okay, yeah, I guess you only have to look at the words, but still. It wouldn't have hurt to have a little pointer. Would you like to use the Hydro Portal to travel to the palace? Yes. The requirement for the next level up of the kingdom is 50 citizens, but I don't know if this is all of them. We're almost at the end of the game, so I can't imagine that there would be too many more people out there yet to recruit.
Thank you very much.
Kanyanera, I must thank you again for welcoming young Speo to your kingdom. We have been hearing great things about its development. Oh, we're absolutely delighted to have her. I too have been thinking about what else might be done in order to help you achieve your noble aim of uniting the world.
Thank you!
It's very kind of you. It is nothing less than my duty, your majesty. Now if you will permit me to proceed directly to the heart of the matter. This kingdom was once terrorized by a fiery dragon named Volko, a beast so mighty it could take on an entire battalion of soldiers in combat. Though most continues to live in the fear of the creature's return, I have begun to wonder if its great power might be brought to bear in the aid of our cause. If it could, the world would surely be united all the sooner.
Oh my goodness!
Certainly would be great to have a dragon on our side, but based on what you're saying, it sounds like Volko isn't around anymore. That is correct. Brian Skimmer and his mastery of all things aquatic drove the beast away from these shores. It is said that he now resides in a scorching hot desert, along with some like-minded others. Naturally, he bears something of a grudge against Hydropolis and all who are associated with it. I fear that a request for assistance may not be well received, certainly at first. Yes, I can see how that might make things difficult.
Yeah.
Indeed, but if anyone can help me to persuade him that it is time to forget the grudges of the past and face the future, it is you, your majesty. I'll certainly give it a try.
Thank you very much.
I believe that the desert in question to be the Drylands. You will find him there, along with his minions. I will go on ahead and see if I can draw him out. You're a fish, you're just gonna try, no? She's recruitable. Okay, that's good news. On to the next town then. It's also possible that certain citizens are only recruitable post-game, but... I don't know. I'm not entirely sure that that would be the case. Okay, I see 2 extra quests here. 1 here. Okay, I'll try those at the top first. Where's that elevator thing? Back there? No, it's up the steps, I think. Isn't it? I think so. Yeah, there it is. Town, I think? Flip, man. Nah, that must have been Midtown. No, not downtown! Midtown. Ah. Silly. Yeah, over that way. And then up the steps. Cindy May. Look, I'm sorry, but I followed protocol and installed a tracking device just like you.
Yeah.
Which part of the protocol says you should let it run straight past you, huh? Now we're going to have to put the whole sector on lockdown.
Excuse me?
Is everything alright?
Hey.
Hey there, Evan. Man, I'm glad you showed up. We could really do with some advice. I doubt all three are recruitable. Kimmy, the stuff is classified. We can't share it with folks who don't have the right clearance. Kimmy, I said... Oh, man. It's Livian, our latest military droid. It's escaped from the storage facility. We're not supposed to tell anybody about it, but this is an emergency. And besides, you're the leader of an allied kingdom. What harm can it do? If that thing goes into assault mode at the wrong time, we're in deep trouble. Please, you have to help us. She is recruitable. Cool. Well, I'm happy to do whatever I can to help. Now, could you tell me a little bit more about the droid that's gone missing?
Yes.
Fill you in on all the details, okay? But make sure you listen carefully. We don't have time for me to be repeating this. The unit we're looking for is called Livian. It's totally cutting-edge tech. The AI is so good you'd think it was magic. And it packs one heck of a punch on the battlefield too, of course. A little too much of one, actually. It went a little crazy during its initial trial, so we've been keeping it in storage ever since. But when Cindy May here opened the door to go check on it, it barged right past her and ran off. I told her we should just leave it alone. Gosh, that does sound a little worrying. Do you have any idea where it might have gone? Well, there was a tracking device on it, but then it ran into a cave and we lost the signal. And not just any cave, no, it went into Powder Keg Cavern. There's so much magical energy in there, even a spark of spellcraft could send it sky high. If Livian set that place off, it could bring down the whole kingdom. I can't send any combat bots in after it, because they lose signal the second they go inside. Yeah, what are we gonna do?
Hello?
Well, why don't you just leave it to us? I'm sure we could take care of Bolivian for you. Really, I guess it's Bolivian. Thanks, Your Majesty, you're kind of our last hope here. This isn't going to be easy, though. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Just make sure that none of the locals go near that cave. Shouldn't be too hard a task for you guys. Downtown. Downtown. I know it's below. In there. Thanks, Trey. Oh, hey, Bracken. I didn't see you there. Things aren't so good with me right now. I'm getting literally zero work done.
Oh.
Oh dear, that sounds terrible. What kind of work do you do, Trey? I'm in the design department. My job to, bring Zip Factor's crazy ideas to life.
Uh-huh.
Trey is one of the finest minds in the whole company, Evan. You've seen the Memolith, right? That was all him.
Oh!
Really? You designed that wonderful device all on your own? That's incredible. Why don't you come and join us in Evan's kingdom, Trey? Maybe a change of scenery will help you dream up some new ideas. New people!
Haha.
That's a cool thought, Bracken, but actually ideas aren't my problem right now. I've lost a Memolith, a super important one.
What the?
Again? Yeah, but listen, there's stuff on there that's really embarrassing for me. Like, really embarrassing. Well, do you have any idea where you might have lost it? I guess it could have gotten mixed up with another Memolith I was using to deliver some data. I gave it to Wally over in the Smart Stick lab. And have you tried asking him about it? No way, man. I mean, what if he's seen what's on there? I'd, literally die of embarrassment. What exactly was on this thing, Trey? Well, whatever. I can't bear to see you moping around like this. We'll help you out, won't we, Evan? Yes, of course. We'll go and ask around the Smart Stick lab for you. Trey. Well, I made it active, but not really necessary. Hello? Risk employee. Nah, probably not recruitable then. If she doesn't have a name, she's probably not. Things are just going from bad to worse.
Yes.
I've heard that civilians have been instructed not to leave town unless it's an emergency.
Hey!
What's up, Brianna? She has a name? Oh, hey, Bracken.
Yeah.
You've heard all about the monsters outside the treehouse, right? Well, I'm trying to find a way to get rid of them, but they're pretty tough. It looks like it's going to take a while to figure this out. Things have gotten pretty crazy recently, right? Listen, why don't you let us take care of these monsters?
Hey!
I'm not sure. I don't like the idea of you guys putting yourselves in danger.
Oh!
Oh, but it's our duty. Both our kingdoms have signed the Declaration of Interdependence. That means it's our responsibility to help you. Ain't that convenient for you guys? What if you're sure? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're super stretched right now. Most of our droids have been trashed, and if we go out to fight monsters, we'll be leaving the treehouse unprotected. Thanks, Bracken. We needed someone to take the lead on this. Just don't do anything stupid, alright? Excuse me, the TV demands to be turned off so that it can cool down. Well, it's a refresh of the OLED panel, I guess, because when it's been running for too long, I don't know, to protect itself, it demands to do that. And it's already asked me twice, so next time I won't have a choice. In an hour from now, it will go off. But I won't be streaming anymore by then. You don't need to worry about me, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, she's not recruitable. Well, that was the last quest I can get from this place, so that leaves Ding Dong Dell. Ding dong, ding dong. So it's the thing in the middle of the ocean and the new continent, like they were saying. I should check inside the castle as well, given the chance.
Hello.
Okay, well, let's not waste too much time listening to... Oh! He's recruitable? Not the guy I'm talking to, the one I'm looking for, okay. Makes a bit more sense. Because this one didn't have a name. Towards the gate, there was someone. What's that?
Hey there!
There's something down there, I'm telling you. We have to go and investigate. Cat's architect. He looks like the guy we saw in Cloud Canyon or whatever. This is too typical Rodan. Why do you have to fret about every little thing?
Excuse me?
Is everything alright?
Yes.
Oh, King Evan. Everything's fine. Rodan's just getting a little nervy as per usual.
Huh.
This has nothing to do with nerves. His name is Rodan. Maybe I'd better explain the situation. Your Majesty, we're all architects, you see, and we were contracted to make some improvements to the underground waterways.
Right.
We got everything done on schedule and under budget, but then Rodan here started going on and on about some strange smell coming from the water. But Ding Dong Dell is famous for its pure, clean water. It's one of the things I love the most about the place. That's why I know for a fact there's something polluting that water down there. Well, perhaps if you're really worried about it, we should go and take a look. You would do that for us. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. It really would put our minds at ease.
Hey.
You're going to look very silly when King Evan comes back and says that everything is fine down there. I hope you're ready to apologize, Rodan. There'll be no need. I'm telling you, everything is not fine down there. Don't put yourself in any undue danger, will you, Your Majesty? If you come across any trouble, just run. Yeah, one more. I think that makes more than 50 with all those that are recruitable at this point. The grand total should bring me well over 50 by now. I think I'm at 37 currently. And if I look at this list... This one I guess I might be able to finish now? I have to think about it and maybe use a guide to know where all the different labyrinths are. But if you don't count her, that's 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Right. And then 55 if you count the lady from the labyrinth thing. Dream Labyrinth. And then we have more in this town by the looks of it. This is just a generic side quest, I think. Marlene? But if they mention someone with a name, that's probably someone that's recruitable then. Okay, ooh. She looks mean. Like she means business is what I mean by that. Nah, this one looks more generic.
Excuse me?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And usually when you can skip the text like that, yeah. Four missing children. Wah, wah, wah. Well, she looks recruitable, I'd say.
Hey there.
Rosamund. Hello there, King Heaven. Have you come to try some of Rosamund's tasty baked treats? They sell them here, you know. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I really do make the tastiest pastries in the kingdom, if not the whole world. Did you hear that, Evan Munn? Etc, etc. You're just saying that because you want free pastries.
Yeah.
Yeah, and? He's right though, Rosamund. It would be wonderful to have you. Would you like to come and join us in Evermore? Oh, now there's a thought.
Yeah.
But I can't very well take my business somewhere where there aren't enough people to support it.
You went wrong there.
It's fair enough, man. A girl's gonna make a living in it. How many potential pastry buyers are we talking about?
Yeah.
70? Well, she's not about to join. Not quite there yet. Alright, after I'm done registering all these folks, that'll be the end of the stream for today, I guess. Quite satisfied with the fact that we got through another chapter tonight, and that there's only one left. And I'm allowing myself 2 days. Maybe on Monday I will even have 2 streams of Zelda. Why not? Yeah, actually I was thinking of checking out the well. Again. Maybe there are still some cats living down there. He was floating above the ground and then he fell. Wah wah! Unless the slums are their own, like, separate area. I think the old well was already sort of set along the narrow path like that in the original game. The first one, I should say. Some people still live down that way, it seems. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not its own separate map. It's part of this one. This one is recruitable as well, no? Raxel. And you should have seen the look on his stupid face. He was always the most tight-fisted client we had. I don't even think he understands what a mercenary...
Hello.
Hello. What do you want?
Excuse me?
You're a mercenary, aren't you? You look rather tough, so I was wondering if you'd like to move to my kingdom. Rather tough, eh? You obviously know what you're talking about, Your Majesty. Well, you're right, I'm a mercenary. I'll serve any tribe or kingdom that pays me, but I do have one rule. I won't work for weaklings. If you want to prove yourself worthy of being my master, you'll have to defeat 10 tropical fangfish.
Alright.
We'll be back before you know it. I already defeated a few. I don't know if these will count towards the grand total. It says 0. Anything I did prior, it's not gonna work. Damn it. I just saw that little spear icon in the corner. It seems like in a skirmish, it will be a spear type unit, which I don't have any thereof yet. So it'll be good to have around. That's for sure. You have a face unique enough that says you're recruitable. Once upon a time, we mice were not allowed to become tailors in our own right. The best I could hope for was a job spinning yarn in some dingy factory.
Yep.
But now everything has changed. Now I am able to design and create whatever clothes I like, and it is all thanks to you, King Evan. To me? Really? Yes, of course. You see, when Mausinger first came to power, mice were not allowed to make clothes for cats. There were so many rules about everything. But now we're free to make clothes for all 3 races. Still, my real dream is to go somewhere where it would be possible to outfit all the races of the world.
Oh!
Then you should definitely come and live in my kingdom. We've got people there from absolutely everywhere. Gosh, that does sound like an enticing prospect. It's just, well... Is there some kind of problem? It sounds to me like this is a chance to make your dream come true. Well, it's a little embarrassing to have to admit this, having just told you all about my big dreams, but the fact is that I'm in a bit of a slump at the moment. I haven't come up with a decent design in ages.
You're right.
Boy, do I ever know how you feel when the ideas aren't coming. They just aren't coming. I really would love to come and join you, Your Majesty, but at the moment I fear I would be of little use.
Hey!
Hey, have you tried looking around for inspiration? Like, you could check out some other cool clothes, see if they'll give you any ideas. Gosh, now there's a thought. Perhaps that's just what I need to get myself out of this rut. If I could spend a few minutes examining something flowing and elegant, I'd be back to my best in no time, I'm sure. Flowing and elegant, huh? How about a set of cascading robes? We can probably find one of those, right? Evan, let's go look around. Maybe I already have them. It would seem that I already have some. Let's recruit him right away then.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Okay. If it's not opening the menu, then I suppose that means, I can't. I don't have them already equipped, do I? Or maybe I had some already and I sold them. That's the case, that's pretty bad, that's a bummer. But it would seem that I don't have them yet. That'll be all for today then. I'll be off. Quite satisfied with how far I've come tonight. Much appreciated, people. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow night. Take care of yourselves until then. See ya. Bye-bye.